So today's job is to tackle the greenhouse. It is so cold out here today. I think it's 3 degrees. So I'm gonna try and make use of a cold day and stay in the greenhouse. I've left my favourite gloves somewhere. So I've just got these thin ones. My other favourite ones are like fur lined, fluffy lined. Whereas these are a bit thin. So I'm going to get in the greenhouse and tackle that. But we'll show you what the state of the allotment is post a few weeks ago. Literally in the same mess. Same mess. That cardboard's not really rotted as quickly as I hoped. But I didn't cover the top really, so that's probably why. This bed is just all weeds that I needed to burn, but I'm not a very good fire starter. Need some tips how to make a better fire because I'm terrible. And this one is rotting away nicely. That's the leaf mulch on the top with the cardboard. You can see the difference. That's cardboard leaf mulch, and that's just cardboard, no leaf mulch, and it's a lot slower. And then that one is just nothing at all, which I'm surprised the weeds are a little suppressed. And then don't even get me started on this one over there. So I've started writing lists now when I come down, because I was finding I'd come down and I'd just do things that needed doing, like that I'd look at and think, oh, I'll do that now, whereas I'd then put the other thing off. Whereas now I need a list and I need to stick to those things on the list, because like, for example, today I could have come down and thought, oh, you know what, I'm gonna de-weed that bed over there, when in fact I need to get the greenhouse sorted so then I can get seedlings starting, because I'm losing space at home, and I know in a few weeks time I'm going to be inundated with seed trays, and that's the best spot to keep them. So today's job is the greenhouse. Well, let's see how long it takes us. So yes, this is the current state of it. This big pile, we use that butternut box, and they send like it wrapped up in this sheep's wool, so I need to do some research as to what I can do with that sheep's wool. But yeah, let's get on with this before I freeze. So I've got this weed in my greenhouse. Well, I don't even think it's a weed, I think it's a plant, but I think it, like, I don't know, it's a rapid plant weed, whatever, but you can see it on the other side. It's just a real bad spreader. But this is why you put weed membrane down. Look at all the roots happening underneath the weed membrane. Like, there's so much that I'm suppressing, but look at it growing in all these little cavities. So yes, this is why we weed membrane. Somehow it's gotten to underneath there. I might lift like a slab up and see how it's got there. I had maybe 5 hours sleep last night. In the grand total that before the thought of coming down here, I was like, oh, I can't. I'd rather have sleep. But now I'm here, honestly, it just like reminds me why I love it so much. And it's just making me all excited for what this season's gonna bring. And yeah, I just want to get started really, but it just shows you that sometimes you can feel so exhausted, like when you're at work, you can feel shattered, But if you're doing the right thing, you can actually enjoy it with little sleep, if that makes any sense. But I'll be so thankful that I've done it, because when I come in here in the summer to water all the plants, I'll be just like, oh, thank you. Look at that, can you see that? All those roots down there, to get them up so they don't interfere with the tomatoes that get growing in here. So these are from Morrison's. It's the fresh flowers. They come in these plant pots and they're really long. Won't be able to get them out now. Anyway, they're really long. They're normally about 6 for £1.50, but yeah, if you go to the fresh flowers in Morrison's. Oh, that poor wood. Look at that. Look at that wood. That's what I can do from the weed. Look at it. It's made it all soft and rotten. Join me back in the greenhouse. Are you ready for the biggest glow up? And not me. The biggest glow up of the greenhouse. Ta-da! I mean, it is drastically different. Underneath as well, because I got rid of all the weeds that were growing in the corner. The only thing is, I've realised I've come down today and I've not brought the right key for the shed, so I can't sweep up or put any more gravel and stuff down or just tidy this up. I've also got some shelves that go here for when it's this season to put all my seedlings on, and then when they've all grown I move out the shelves and I put them back in the shed, and then the tomatoes go in here. So I need to get the shelves, pop them in here, but I've got the wrong key. Oh, I've just seen a weed as well I've missed. This one, look at that. But what you can't see is actually the mess is all behind me outside, which I was going to sort out and put the things that should be in the shed in there, but I haven't got the key. So I'm going to have to kind of tidy up of what I can do out there, store some things in here, and then come back tomorrow. Which is fine, I want to come back tomorrow anyway and get that bark, like I said. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that now. It's a big job done. Once I've just got sweeping and shelves put back in here, it'll be a lot better. Again, has anyone any tips of how you can clean a greenhouse from the moss? Like, other than taking the whole panel off? I just feel like if I take the panel off to clean in the grooves, I'm going to shatter it. And then it's not going to go back in right, and then it's going to be not as tight, and I don't know, I just wish there was something I could do to clean it better. So, note to self, I'm leaving my favourite gloves in the greenhouse so that when I'm at home and I panic, they're actually already down here. Okay, so let's put the tools away. I really need to sort in here. Oh, it's terrible. I'll show you what I've done today. I think I've been an hour and a half, and we've done a new path along here, Yes, need to tackle this side, but let's ignore that for now. I need to weed, but when I've weeded and tidy the beds, this bark will look great. I've managed to get one side of this chippings, and then the shelves are in there ready to actually do some planting, because I feel like all this preparation isn't really gardening, but it is. It's getting the foundations ready for a good summer. So if I do all these jobs now, I'll thank myself in the summer. But yeah, good workout as well. I am sweating. I think it's 4 degrees. It's a little warmer today, 4 degrees, and I could take this jumper off, but I won't. Okay, right, I have to go home now. So today's job is to finish the rest of the pathways. I did all that last week, so we need to just do this week, and then hopefully that should be the paths done. Note to self, next time I have an allotment, make the paths smaller, then there'll be less bark and less trips with the wheelbarrow. But this width was so I could get a lawnmower down, because I wasn't going to bark it, I was going to lawnmower it. But it's fine, we learn. At least 2 people can be here, more manoeuvring, it's fine.